And we're live! Welcome to another session of VCPH Book Club. Ang book po natin today ay Think and Grow Rich. Yan. So, ang chapter facilitator natin ay none other than our Princess, Sweet.
Princess na, sweet ka. Saan ka pa?
Sweet.
Oh, sweet. Ayan. Okay. So, hello guys. So, yan. The book that we're having for this season, for this book club season is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So, about the author, yan, background lang tayo. So, Napoleon Hill was an American author, motivational speaker din siya. So, he was known for his pioneering work in the self-help genre. So, technically, parang pag binasa mo, ikaw na mag-apply sa sarili mo, mga ganong vibe. So, according sa mga reviews, motivational yung mga karamihan ng books ni Napoleon Hill. Parang it resonates as a wake-up call for everyone by using real-life stories of other people to inspire his readers. Ayun. So, ayan. So, on my end, ang napunta sa akin is chapter 1 that is general introduction. So, ano ba yung meron dun sa chapter 1 ng general introduction ni ng Think and Grow Rich? So, dun sa first part, it's actually already introducing the power of thought. So, the central concept is giving us an idea that the power of thought is the driving force behind achieving wealth and success. So, as we all know, for example, di ba, kapag lahat naman ng let's say, trends, businesses, it all starts with a simple thought. So, pwedeng nag-pop up lang siya ba nagsa-CR tayo, pwedeng na-inspire tayo by a different motivational story. So, every success story has an established reason, and the reason behind it is yung concept lagi ng thought. So, power of thought. So, dun, this book, yung sa general introduction pa lang, it already gives us a brief idea na we could harness the power of our mind by shifting our mindset and also to transform our desire into reality. So, the power of thought has already a lot of potential for us na pwede natin gawin moving forward in our lives yan. And this chapter actually lays the foundation towards iba't ibang principles na i-explain sa mga susunod pang chapters ng Think and Grow Rich. So, yun. So, yung unang story doon, if you've ever read it, it's the story of Edwin Barnes. So, it's his burning desire to work with Edison. So, sa desire na yun. So, una, si Edwin C. Barnes, meron lang siyang strong desire before na maging business partner ni Thomas Edison. So, how did it work? So, Napoleon Hill shares the story of Edwin C. Barnes na despite lacking money and connection, meron dun yung determination niya to travel to Edison's office and present himself as a potential business partner. So, meron siyang unwavering belief na yung goal niya and persistence niya actually at the end of the story eventually paid off. And he became like a key associate of Edison. So, yung story dun sa part na yon, it underscores the importance of having a clear, definite purpose and also yung desire na kaya kong gawin yung i-pursue yung purpose ko. So, actually, doon sa story na may mga obstacles. Actually, yung one thought ko dun sa story ni Edwin C. Barnes na is yung simple na ma-apply natin is ano ba yun? When the door closes, a window opens. Yun ba yun? Tama yung...
Yes.
Oo, parang ganon.
Hindi ba yun yung sa ano? Yung sa nag-uumpay?
Hindi, iba yung nagbukas ng window. Hindi ba sa sarili niya? Parang ano, nandun siya sa idea na kahit na may obstacle, siya na-experience, inisip niya yung obstacle na yun as an opportunity for him. An opportunity for him na mas makagrab pa ng wider knowledge, more growth for him habang kasama niya si Edison. And kasabay nun, syempre, yung determination at commitment niya para ma-achieve niya yung dream at saka para maging business partner ni Edison. So, yun. Yun yung first part. So, ang title actually, as I read, is A Burning Desire to Work with Edison. So, yun. So, yung key points, key learning actually nun is, a clear and intense desire is the foundation for all achievement. So, if ever, actually, upon reading this book, nagtanong pa ako kay Ate Pepper way before, ano ba talaga yung gusto kong gawin? Ano yung pwede kong magawa? Parang ganon. Ano yung goals na gusto kong ma-achieve? May kaya ba akong ma-achieve na goal? Tapos sabi nga ni Ate Pepper nun sa akin during that time is, ano nyo muna, isulat mo muna lahat ng gusto mong goals. And then after mong masulat, check mo kung ano yung kaya mong, parang ano ba yan, i-weigh mo, ano ba yung ma-achieve mo within this certain week that costs less, that doesn't cost that much. Tapos moving forward, dun mo i-weigh, ito pala yung milestones ko slowly for my goals. Parang mga ganyan. So, and then second then na key point dun is consistently pursuing your goals even in the face of obstacles is crucial to success. Feeling ko lahat naman tayo, sabi nga nila, walang success story na nangyari na wala siyang pinagdaanan na ups and downs. Walang success story na wala siyang parang naging hindrance sa buhay niya para makuha yung success na yun. So, yan. That's the first part. And then, the second naman is, in the introduction is 3 feet from gold. Ito yung story about the importance of perseverance. So yung uncle ni R.U. Darby, merong parang noong time na yun, uso yung gold fever. Parang feeling ko marami pa rin namang ganun right now. Yung mga nagmamine ng gold or light ng ore, parang ganyan. So, R.U. Darby's uncle was caught by the gold fever and spent years searching for gold, only to eventually give up and sell his land. So Napoleon Hill recounts the story of R.U. Darby. So, he invested his time and money into mining for gold. So, di ba, nakakita siya ng isang area na mayaman sa gold. So, tinandaan niya yung area na yon. Tapos, ang sabi niya sa sarili niya, babalikan ko tong area na to para i-mine ng gold. Nag-invest siya ng mga gamit, time. Sinabi niya pa sa iba niyang mga family member na once na makuha natin to, mayayaman tayo. So, sige, balik tayo doon. Pero doon sa story kasi is ilang days or ilang weeks na silang naghahanap. Never pa niya ring nakita yung gold doon sa location na natandaan niya. So, at the end of the day, parang give up niya na lang yung thought. Kasi parang ang dami ko nang nagastos para sa equipment, ang dami ko nang nasabihan na tao, wala pa rin ako nakukuhang gold in this specific location na tinandaan ko. Tapos, ang dami ko ng time. Parang mas nang hinayang siya dun sa lahat ng nilabas niyang pera and time without even consulting a professional or expert advice. So, anong nangyari? Give up niya yung location, give up niya yung machines na binili niya. binenta niya dun sa junk man or junk owner, parang ganyan. Ngayon, dahil syempre yung junkyard or like yung guy na nakakuha ng equipments niya, ang nangyari, nag-seek siya ng expert advice. After niyang mag-seek ng expert advice, he found out na dun sa exact location na nagdig yung uncle ni R.U. Darby, 3 feet away lang nun, nandun yung tamang location nung gold deposit na gusto nilang makuha. So, this story of 3 feet from gold actually teaches us the importance of perseverance and not giving up when faced by temporary setbacks. Sorry, hold on. Yeah. So, and so it gives us the idea na minsan kapag hindi natin kayang gawin, parang we're at the edge na hindi na natin kayang gawin yung mga bagay. There's always parang a need. Huwag tayong mahiyang mag-seek ng expert advice. Because sometimes yung fresh perspective or expert opinion can make the difference between success and failure. Diba? Sabi nga sa akin ni Deepa, sa halip na hanapin ko, i-chat GPT ko. Ba't ako mag-click ng isa't isang button kung kaya ko mag-check ng other options or opinion na coming from an expert. Chat GPT expert. So, yan. And, yan. Yan. So, the next story is overcoming obstacles and adversity. So, dun sa first chapter din, introduction. Grabe si Napoleon Hill, no? Introduction pa lang, ang dami na niyang sinabi. So, anyway, ito yung isa dun sa story. It's a 50-cent lesson in persistence. The power of determination pa rin. So, what's the 50-cent lesson? A 50-cent lesson, according to Mr. Darby, the nephew of the nung previous story, meron siyang challenge na he refused to give up. So, na nag-end sa kanya to getting success. So, ano ba yung story doon? There was a young girl na kailangan niyang mag-collect ng 50 cents dun sa kay Mr. Darby. Ngayon yung bata, nung una, sinabihan niya si Mr. Darby, ang gulo ko kausap. Si Mr. Darby, sinabihan niya yung bata na hindi ko mabibigay, umuwi ka na muna, parang ganyan. Yung bata, lagi niyang sinasagot, yes sir. Pero hindi siya umaalis dun sa pwesto niya. So, ilang beses nang naulit na gano'n na my mom needs the 50 cent. Tapos sasabihin ni Mr. Darby, hindi ko mabibigay, umuwi ka na. Hindi pa rin nag-give up yung bata. So, parang dun sa story, it illustrates the power of persistence, the importance of never accepting no for an answer when you're pursuing your goals. So, this chapter of the book actually emphasizes that overcoming obstacles and adversity is a crucial step in the journey to wealth and success. Tapos, at the same time, si Mr. Darby, kasi di ba nagtatrabaho siya sa insurance, naalala niya yung sarili niya na every time na may lalapitan siya na potential customer, it's always a no upfront. So, for him kasi, kaya niya at some point na-achieve yung success niya with regards to insurance services. Nakita niya yung sarili niya dun sa bata na when kahit na maraming tao na mag-no sa akin, ipupush ko pa rin yung sarili ko. So, relentless determination can help overcome obstacles that seem insurmountable. So, for him, medyo sabihin natin, ang dami ko ng pinagdaanan pero epic fail pa rin yung nangyayari sa akin. Like, hindi to quality life na gusto kong ma-achieve. So, at the end of the day then, dun sa story, yung power of asking. Sometimes, minsan, achieving your goal is as simple as asking for what you want and not backing down. So, ano ba talagang gusto ko? Kailangan ko i-set yung sarili ko na eto yung goal ko in life. I really wanted it. So, kahit na anong pagdaanan ko, ipe-pursue ko pa rin siya. So, ay, sheesh. Sorry. So, yan. So, dun pa lang sa first part, kahit na marami ng story, it all boils down to cultivating your persistence and determination by starting with your power of thought. So what is it? Embrace the challenges. Recognize recognize na yung obstacles are your opportunities for growth and development. Like, you need to maybe see it in a different way. Na kapag, hindi ko alam kung saan kong book to nabasa or baka to sa TikTok ko nakita. Pero parang sabi doon was like, pag may setbacks, tapos nakikita mo siya as problem, marami ka pang character development na need in life. Kasi dapat yung setbacks, nakikita mo siya as opportunity for you to grow, for you to develop, for you to have that strength or master that courage para mag-present siya. Kasi 'di ba, let's say, hindi ko to kayang gawin. At the end of the day, minsan kung isipin mo, shit, nakakainis, ang laking problema na hindi ko to kayang gawin. Pero kasi kung makikita mo siya as opportunity na, maybe it's about time na I need to look for other options to solve this problem. So yun yung una. Second is like, set clear goals. So define the specific, measurable, and achievable goals to maintain focus and motivation. So, 2 weeks ago, parang na-overwhelm ako kasi sabi ko nung nag-usap pa lang tayo dun sa TED Talk, sabi ko kay Ate Pepper, na-overwhelm ako. Ang dami kong gustong achieve, pero parang hindi ko alam kung saan ako magsisimula. Alin ba yung uunahin ko? Gusto ko bang bumalik ulit sa uni? Okay pa ba sa akin tong ganitong? Parang gusto ko din tumakbo. Gusto ko na ulit magbuhat. Parang ang dami kong gustong gawin. Tapos hindi ko alam kung saan ko siya sisimulan. So, ano nangyari? Parang nag-ano na ako na kay Ate Pepper, naiiyak na ako kasi feeling ko sobrang overwhelmed ako dun sa gusto kong mangyari before matapos yung 2024. Like, it's a couple of months away, pero feeling ko may gusto akong mangyari. So, yun nga, parang ang end na sinabi sa akin ni Ate Pepper is like, check your goals out. Parang check mo kung ano yung mas easy mong ma-achieve, i-categorize mo siya sa, okay, ito, will it cost me? How much will this goal cost me? How long will this goal cost me? Parang for me to achieve it, kailangan ko ba ng ibang tao para ma-achieve tong goal na to? Or ano yung kailangan ko para ma-achieve tong goal na to? So, at the end of the day, parang for you to maintain that focus and motivation, i-check mo din na, girl, kahit gusto ko maging milyonaryo before mag-2024, before mag-2025, achievable ba yung goal na yon, di ba? So, parang yon. And the third one is, ignite your passion. Ayan, tap into your deep-rooted desires to fuel your determination and drive. Parang at the end of the day, minsan kasi while we're moving forward with our goals, nalilimutan natin kung ano ba talaga yung nag-spark nung desire na yun sa una. Parang nalo-lost track tayo dun sa dating corny it is, pero nagpasiklab ng ating mga damdamin and puso to pursue that goal. So yun, maybe it's about time you need to take a breather, step back, and tap into your deep-rooted desires na ba't ko nga ba ito sinimulan? Ano ba yung reason ko kung ba't ko ito sinimulan? And the fourth one would be to develop resilience. Yan, cultivate the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to changing circumstances. So, hindi dahil naka-experience tayo siguro ng setbacks, it's about time for us to stop moving forward with our goals. Maybe yun talaga yung reason para mas makita pa natin yung goals natin in a much clearer way. Yan. And for us to grow into a better person para mas ma-achieve natin yung goal natin. And yan. So, applying the principles of the first chapter, introduction. Wealth, prosperity, and abundance in all areas of life, not just financial. So, if hindi ko alam kung na-encounter nyo na yung mga videos like sa Instagram, yung I wanna be rich. Tapos yung definition niya ng rich is I've traveled different places, I met many people, nakakapag-workout na ako, tumatakbo na siya, ito na yung narating niya, kaya na niyang mag 21 kilometers sa isang run. So wealth isn't just about money. Second is success. Achieving your goals and living a fulfilling, meaningful life. So how do you measure success? Kailangan ba yung success is na ma-measure na ito na yung income ko, ito na ba yung definition ko ng success? Third is mindset. Cultivating a positive, empowered, and solutions-focused mindset. Ayan, may mga bagay na nakakapag-trigger ng fight or flight natin. Mga parang ako guilty ako, risk-averse, mga ganyan. Pero at the end of the day, when you have na parang maybe I should again take a breather para mas makita ko yung clear goal or path ko. Parang eto yung magpupush sa akin na magpush sa akin to achieve my goal. And the last one would be persistence, unwavering commitment and determination to overcome any obstacle. So yan, pretty much that's it. That's the chapter 1 general introduction of Think and Grow Rich. So yan lang. Sa inyo, feeling ko, pwede ba magtanong?
Actually, dapat.
Recorded.
Walang guidelines.
Kasi lecture lang yun.
Kasi nakakwento na, tapos first time niya sa book club. So,
ganyan kayo pasali kayo ng pasali, hindi tas ninyo man lang ako sinabihan, ano pa kung gagawin.
Ang na-realize ko lang, sweet, yung tinatanong mo sa sarili mo na ito yung mga goals ko, na overwhelmed ako, dapat sumali ka dun sa Atomic Habits. Kasi yun yung sagot ko eh.
Balik na lang tayo.
Kasi pag na-overwhelm ka, mag-start ka sa daily habit mo. Ito yung end goal mo. Malaki na, ang taas ng hagdan. Malulula ka. Take mo lang yung first step para mo walang overwhelm.
Yan.
So, Atomic Habit talaga yung sagot. Kasi you have to start with the daily things that you do to achieve that goal. Hindi agad yung the big thing that you need to do agad-agad para ma-achieve mo yung goal in 2 months. No. It's the things that you do on a daily basis.
Yes. Gotcha.
Yung mga sinabi ni Sweet kanina, sobrang sakto dun sa first book club natin before this session. Ang daming overlapping.
Oo.
Actually, ang shadow naman yung chapter 1. Ang gandang basahin. Sobrang, tas lalo ngayon, I think a lot of you here know na I'm looking for a corp job ulit, diba? Nung binasa ko itong chapter 1, it hits home. Sabi ko na,
Anong paraan?
ha?
Anong paraan?
Anong paraan?
Paano siya nag-resonate sa'yo?
Hindi kasi
Paano ka tinamaan?
lahat actually, na parang bigla ako na-realize na, ay wait, bakit nga ba ako nagtuturo ngayon ng freediving, ng yoga? Kung babalik ako sa corp, would I be able to do the same things that I'm doing now? Would I still be able to teach, harness my knowledge dun sa pinurso ko when we started the year? Tapos naisip ko, shit, ang hirap kasi a lot of the times for the previous 2 months to be exact, parang ako naisip, ang hirap, agad, di ko ito kala, parang ganon.
Parang 3 feet away from the goal in a way.
Shit, ayoko na, ganyan, kailangan maghanap ko niya. But it kind of reminded me na, bakit na mag-give up na ako ng nangyayari ngayon? Nagpapanik ako everyday mentally and emotionally. Pero dapat ba i-give up ko na, ganyan. So, ang saya ko lang na mabasa yung chapter 1. Sabi nga niya dun sa preface, di ba?
Tingin mo
You
saya.
have to, you have
Tapos
to,
hindi ko lang invite dun sa 4-hour work week na book club natin kasi
totoo.
ang
Kasi isip ko sabi ko,
steps pa na basahin mo yung first.
maganda yung book kasi you really have to digest every chapter. So, sakto lang yung napag-usapan natin, 1 chapter a week para maano natin, ma-really digest
Medyo
natin.
heavy siya nga for a one chapter.
Yes. Pero yun nga, it hit homes. Ang dami. Sabi is, it hits home.
It's songs. Oh my God.
Ay. Marami ka ba?
Parang, gusto ko yung desire, determination, you're going back to your why, all of those things, persistence, 3 feet away from the gold. Yan, go for gold lang tayo.
For gold lang tayo.
Carlos Yulo.
Let's do it.
Go, Carlos Yulo.
Yun lang.
Yeah.
Tsaka ko lang.
Okay, ano daw nag-resonate sa inyo isa-isa? Alin daw
Kada isang ganun, isang
Isa one, para gawin mo interactive so people can digest it with you. Hindi lang ikaw.
Meron po ako notebook.
Nag-notebook ka?
Hindi kasi parang nabasa ko na to last week. Pero for some reason, parang hindi ko na siya naaalala this week. So, binasa ko siya ulit. So, parang kasi before ko binasa yung Think and Grow Rich, binasa ko yung isang book, Ate Pepper. Tapos feeling ko, somehow, parehas tayo ng pain sa corporate thing. Baka may similar pains tayo about, corporate work. So, nung binasa ko siya, sobrang nasa Starbucks ako, tapos pinipigilan ko yung luha ko. Parang, no, not today.
Ano sila? Iyak ako, ganon.
Not today.
Alam mo, nagbabasa na maalala mo kaya
Kasi binabasa ko yung sulat ng nanay ko na iniwan niya ako 20 years ago. Yung mga ganon.
Ampun ka pala.
Hindi naman binasa ko. Pero ito nga, tapos nung after nun, binasa ko na yung Think and Grow Rich. Parang, yun nga, somehow connected yung dalawang book. And parang feeling ko especially dun sa difference ng perseverance and persistence.
Totoo.
Okay.
Diba?
Ano
Ba yan? Ay, naka pa.
Kasi naman jettison, hindi ko rin alam meaning ng jettison. Oh.
Diba? Kasi pag sinabing perseverance, long-term endurance siya. So, sustained siyang effort over time. Tapos pag sinabing persistence, immediate determination yung kailangan. Na parang, di ba at some point in life, when you try to achieve something and parang may blocker agad, parang may first sign of failure, umaayaw ka na. Kahit alam mong you're ready for it, you're strong enough for it, talagang pinag-aralan mo, pinaghandaan mo, pero first sign of failure, feeling mo, baka hindi para sa akin. Yung mga ganong feels, na instead na mag-persist ka, instead na i-try mong mag-endure to get over that parang failure, that tiny failure, that tiny bump, napipigilan ka na, tapos di mo na napopursue yung goal mo, or yung gusto mo i-pursue talaga in life. Kaya feeling ko, yun, baka ganon din sweet in a way. Kaya, alam mo yung parang gulong-gulo ka sa magsisimula. Kasi, na parang, paano kapag ito yung inuna ko, tapos hindi na maging fruitful to, di sayang yung time ko, sana inuna ko nila ibang bagay. Yung mga ganon. Just parang, yun nga, may nakita din ako article, na yung failure, di ba yung success daw, it starts in the mind. So is failure din daw. Yung concept mo of failure, when you think about it, or kapag natatakot ka na kahit hindi pa nangyayari, it's really bound to happen. Kasi, aware na yung sarili mo to see failure everywhere you go. Parang, ito, sign to ng failure, ito na to, wala na, hindi na ako magtutuloy. So, as much as success starts from the mind, yung failure din daw nagsa-start sa mind. So, dapat, you have yun yan, perseverance and persistence to continue. Kasi di mo maiiwasan na mag-overthink, di mo maiiwasan na maisip yung failure, pero at the same time, dami din nun times, at the same time, you have to persevere. You have to endure kahit mahirap. Kasi para after ng hump na yon, andun na yung saya. Yun lang po, yun lang.
Ako dyan, Jana, yung sinasabi ng wellness coach ko ngayon na, kasi kwento ko din sa kanya yung mga battle in my head. Sabi niya, Pep, 1%, just 1% today, focus on that 1%, and then
Totoo.
tomorrow, let's do another 1% increase.
Done.
Ganyan.
Mm-mm.
So you can start that with that on the persistent side.
Yes. Ayun lang po sa akin. At si Joel, feeling ko marami siyang words.
Feeling ko din.
Joel, ano bang
Joel,
goals?
ilabas mo yung tampo mo. Ilabas mo yan.
May ibang saburirin si Ate Pepper sa Discord.
Hello po. Hello po, guys. So, wala. Ang dami ko pong natutunan kay Sweet tonight. And I'm so happy. You know, ako kung kilala.
Kasi bro,
Isa-isa nga.
Jesus.
Hindi po, may lang po yung akin. So, sa lahat ng narinig ko sa inyo, actually yung perseverance siya persistence. Maganda nga yun. Napasearch din ako, hindi ko lang kung pinagkaiba nun eh. Pero, isa lang yung naging question ko sa chapter ni Sweet. Ang question ko is when to know how when to stop. Tama rin naman yung sinabi ni Ate Pepper. Yun yung parang kahit gaano ka persistent. Syempre, i-assess mo lahat eh. Evaluate mo yung progress mo. Titignan mo, magre-refer. Kasi kahit paulit-ulit ka nag-fail, syempre dapat may score sheet ka pa rin. Ano ba nangyari? May resources ka pa ba? Maghahanap ka nga ng feedback ng ibang tao. Tama yung ginawa mo, Sweet. Consider ka ng alternatives, lahat, gagawin mo. Pero, in the end of the day, kailan ka ba talaga mag-i-stop? Na hindi para sa akin to. Paano mo malalaman? Tapos dahil dyan, chinat GPT ko, kailan mo ba malalaman? So, gusto ko lang i-share. Nagustuhan ko to.
May advice sa GPT.
Kasi wala akong book na makaka-relate dito. Pero I think lahat tayo magugustuhan to. Isang line lang, sabi niya, pala tinype ko kung anong citation. Walang citation eh. Pero remember, sabi niya, persistence is valuable, but knowing when to redirect after mo i-assess lahat. Knowing when to redirect your efforts is also a sign of maturity and adaptability. So, siguro, realize ko lang after nung kay Sweet and after reading this is, siguro, fight ka lang kung hanggang saan kailan, tapos make sure to assess. Then afterwards, once you stop, sana wala kang, di ba, sabi nga, binenta yung lupa, tapos yung isa yung nakakuha ng gold. Sana wala kang regrets na, alam mo yun, nag-stop ka, pero alam mo na hindi talaga para sa'yo. Yung parang ganun, yung parang self-acceptance sa decision. Ay, kasi yun yung mahirap eh. Kasi di ba, parang sa...
Tungkol sa breakup yung kay Joel, yung iba about sa
Hindi, applicable siya sa lahat.
Feeling ko sa version ni Joel yan.
Hindi, pero
Galing sa puso, parang hindi galing kay ChatGPT.
yun po yung wala pa ako. Yun din yung need ko. Yung maturity and adaptability. And the maturity talaga na tanggapin na siguro ko yung decision ko. Yun na yun. Without looking back na may hard feelings pa na, sana tinuloy ko. Or baka, alam mo yun, yung parang daming reason. Pero just to accept it as it is. Siguro yun yung kailangan ko. Yun lang po, yung sa side ko. And thank you po for hearing me out. Kung may kung may tanong po kayo, pa-forward na lang po kay ChatGPT. Ang galing po niya. Grabe, pinlog. Thank you po. Yan lang po yung share ko. Pero hindi pa po ako move on kay Da, guys. Grabe persistent. Grabe persistent.
Kay ChatGPT, paano mag-move on?
Oo.
Yun lang po sa
Pang move on. Tap.
Joel.
Hoy guys, kayo naman, may dumaang anghel. Kayo naman guys. Ano na? Edge, ikaw naman po, Edge.
The bottom is yours, Edge.
Mojito?
Ay, hello po, magandang gabi. So, sa akin, ang pinaka nag-resonate sa akin is yung, sa story ng batang babae, yung na persistent, ganun. Kasi ang naalala ko doon while nakikinig kay Sweet is yung journey pagpasok sa BCPH. Kasi nung siyempre hindi kasi kasi
Ako
di ba,
kasi yung ako kasi si
Dapat ang ilog si Kuya Earl.
Alvin.
Kuya Earl, ginawa mo, bakit sinirapan si Edge? Anong ginawa mo? Ba't nahirapan siya pumasok ng virtual champion?
Sabi, hindi, umuwi ka na. Wala, hindi ko bibigay sa'yo, ganun. Siya yung hindi lang ako.
Ganon.
Tayo
Talagang
yun,
Kuya
yung
Earl,
naku, wala ng trabaho dito. Wala pa.
Wala, sige, magkano ka muna
wala
dyan.
pang yelo. Ganon. Di ba ba't ka sa yelo? Balik ka bukas. Ay, sorry, Edge. Tuloy mo na.
So ayan, na-introduce ako sa BCPH. Pinaka nun, nung kasal ni Earl. Tapos nagsama-sama kami nila Ate Pepper, nila Ate Eloy, ni Da, pati nila Joko. Tapos dun ko nalaman. Tapos nung pag-start nun, kinukulit-ulit ko na sila Ate Eloy, sila Joko. Pero, yung point ng time na yon kasi wala rin talaga akong, para sa akin aminado ako sa sarili ko. Wala ako yung mga skills na kailangan, wala rin ako sa tamang mindset. Ang nasa utak ko lang talaga, gusto ko nito, ang ganda kasi nung ginagawa nila, ganyan. So parang year in, year out, 2020, 2022, 2023, 2024. So mga laban ng 3 years, ganyan. Persistent, perseverance, nandyan ka lang, palagi. Pag nagdating yung opportunity na, okay, eto, meron silang opening, meron ganitong offering, since persistent ka, meron ka ring perseverance, no? Pero sa tingin ko, kailangan mo rin, meron ka ring skills at the same time. Meron ka ng meron ka rin, ready ka rin. Nandyan yung pagiging persistent, perseverant, pero hindi ka dapat stuck dun sa kung anong meron ka lang, kung anong
Persistent and persevering. Tama ba? The adjective form.
Jerry so
basta yun na yun.
Just
Basta meron ka na.
Just
Basta-
joining those thoughts. Sorry.
So with magkasama ni persistence pati perseverance, pero dapat meron ka ring within you, nag-i-improve ka rin to your waiting, through your pagpapatuloy dun sa gusto mo. Tapos may naisip pa nga akong isa. Nawala ako kasi nagkwento si Joel, nalimutan ko. Okay, yung sa kwento ni Joel. yung sa kwento ni Joel, kasi yung Think and Grow Rich para sa akin, yung book na to, ang kanyang pinaka main ideal is ang dinadala niya talaga is you will be successful kung ano mang bagay yung pinili mo. So, at the start pa lang, bago mo pagawin yung pinili mong bagay or yung endeavor na gusto mo, nakikita mo na magiging successful ka. Or determinado ka na ito yung end goal ko. Kaya parang dito sa introduction, wala siyang parang pinupulot na stopping point. Kasi alam mo na sa sarili mo na magsasucceed ka. So, wala at some point
magsasucceed, parang yung resolve lang na parang kahit anong mangyari gagawin ko lahat para mag-succeed ako. Pero kung kay Joel, later niya lang na-realize na determinado pala ako. Ito pala yung gusto ko talaga. Parang hindi yata tama.
So, saglit, labas mo na ako, may meeting ako kay Ladipa.
Go, Besh.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Sid. Ingat. Thank you sa
So,
lecture.
ang wala dun kay Joel, yung persistence. Nasa simula pa lang.
Diba yun, may ambag pa man din ako dun sa problema ni Sid kanina. Pero, Sid, panoorin mo na lang yung recording.
So, ayun, last point na lang. So, basta ang lang talaga ng Think and Grow Rich, since at the start, alam mo na determined ka na magiging successful ka, or determined ka na i-pursue to whatever will happen.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Kaya hindi siguro kaya walang na mention na anong tawag yan, na stopping point or yung ceiling point ng ano. Kasi yung pinili mo thing sa life or any endeavor, parang journey yun yung lahat na mangyayari yun. Lahat
It's the
ng
journey.
ma-experience mo is the journey.
Yeah.
Ayun lang po.
Yes. Thank you
Ganda,
so
ganda.
much. Sa akin naman, ang pinaka nag-resonate ako ay yung kay Henley. Hindi Henley na ha. Kay
Yeah.
Henley. Yung,
Imagine na
you are the master of, I
Si
am the
Henley.
master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Mm.
Yun.
Okay.
Which
yes.
ties to
Sorry.
the first thought nung general introduction na yung thoughts natin.
Even
David
Spielberg, The Surface Fate.
So, kaya ano talaga, ang caveat naman kasi nung prophetic line na yun is whatever we think of, yun yung nag-shape ng reality natin. Kasi 'di ba yung thoughts natin, they become words, our words become actions. Then our actions become our life. So, para sa akin, very important yung throughout naman nung introduction, and I think magigirin tong center nung book na syempre yung positive thinking, hindi naman yung toxic optimism, no, pero yung you always see the light in things. I think that's very important para lagi kang makapag-move forward. Kasi pag ang nakikita mo is yung pag mas nagfo-focus ka dun sa blockers, sa roadblocks, sa mga challenges mo, yun din yung na-attract mo in the end. Kaysa what is the light at the end of the tunnel, di ba? Tapos syempre, ayun din, yung paigtingin mo yung faith sa sarili mo. Kasi kaya naman madaling sumuko kasi ikaw din nag-give up ka na sa sarili mo eh. Na ikaw din, nawala na rin yung faith mo dun sa sarili mo na mas nakinig ka dun sa naysayers, mas nakinig ka dun sa challenges na ay hindi mo kaya yan, hindi yan yung para sa'yo. Than yung initial desire mo kung bakit ka nag-start dun sa journey na yun. So yun, para ano talaga siya, continuous battle, continuous journey yung pag-reaffirm mo sa sarili na I'm on the right path, kaya ko to, yung mga ganun. So ano rin siya, subconscious training, which for me, malaking bagay na, nag-PPD tayo, nagbabasa tayo ng libro.
Dito, di ba? Sinabi dito na you have to form a group, a mastermind na pag-uusapan. Sabi ko, ay, check mark. Checkability. Check. Kasi ginagawa na natin.
Checkability, Alam na ninyo yung checkability. Isang malaking checkability. Ayun, yun nga, na maliban dun sa nag-PPD tayo, we're reading books, we're improving on our lifestyle, kumakain tayo ng healthy, natutulog tayo ng tama, nag-workout tayo, is meron kang like-minded people na nakasurround sa'yo. Then,
Ito nagsisimula yan. Kasi minsan nga yung mga ideas na to, hindi natin alam eh. So doon napoprovoke yung mga ideas and mga thoughts. Tapos ngayon,
Yes.
pinag-uusapan natin sa nagiging words. So ang hoping na yung mga pinag-uusapan natin dito will manifest
translate into
our
action.
Yes.
Yes, correct. And doon na po papasok yung tip ko kay Sweet, which is the planning. So minsan kasi yung kaya tayo na-overwhelm sa dami ng gusto nating ma-achieve sa buhay, which is very valid kasi marami naman tayong gustong...
At hindi siya impossible, di ba? Hindi siya impossible.
Kasi, awan ko, parang normal lang naman na maging multi-passionate ka. Kasi hindi ka naman
One
hindi kasi
dimension.
Eloisa na CEO ng VCPH. Hindi naman yun yung pure identity mo. Siyempre, you're also a mom, you're also a wife. Just like sa akin, merong iba't ibang facets yung buhay ko. And lahat tayo ganon. Kaya tayo maraming gustong ma-achieve kasi maraming spokes yung buhay. So, ang ano talaga dun is yung mga plans na yun is lagyan mo siya ng actionable steps. Yun yung important. Para kaya natin siyang i-translate into actions. So, yun lang. Yun po yung sa akin. So, I Captain.
Si
Sino na lang?
Vinci pa.
Vinci, ikaw
Vinci at si
na.
Nana Eloy.
Vinci, pagalawin mo.
Hindi naman yung closing remarks. Ay, closing remarks.
Actually, na-cover na po ni Earl yung yung point ko, which is yun nga yung sinabi ni William Ernest Henley sa sa Invictus. I am the master of my fate and I am the captain of my soul. I like how it was woven into dun sa kwento ni Henry Ford, 'di ba, na parang meron siyang goal, which is to create an 8-cylinder engine, if I'm not mistaken. So sabi ng mga engineers niya, hindi, impossible. And for me, that represents yun nga, yung people around you, na parang people may say that your goals are impossible, pero I think what I'm getting from this excerpt is it's a challenge of it's a challenge to your intrapersonal skills, yung being in tune with yourself. So kung sinasabi ba ng buong mundo na hindi mo kaya, yun na ba yung realidad mo? And sometimes yung greatest triumphs ng mga tao sa history nagsimula sa hindi niya kaya yan, hindi niya mararating yan, pero against all odds, 'di ba? Na-achieve nila. So I think a healthy relationship with oneself, sabi nga ni Earl, yung faith mo sa mga kakayanan mo at saka dun sa mission mo, kasi I believe everyone has a personal mission, and I think important na hindi mo sukuan yun, whatever that looks like for you.
Yes.
Ayun lang po.
Okay. Very related kasi before this session, may leadership book club din kami. Ang binasa naman namin is yung the 4-hour work week. So akala namin it's about efficiency, ganyan, optimization, ganun. Hindi pala. It's actually the same thought dito sa sa binasa natin. Ang daming pagkakapareho. So una, isagutin ko lang sa yung mga binato ni Edge kanina. Si Edwin Barnes, and nag-resonate sa akin to kasi when I was starting, na thoughts become your reality. So I'm not sure if I've shared already with everybody, di ba, na before ako mag-start ng VC, and I was still a business manager for yung Australian client ko na coach, tinanong niya ako, ano yung ideal work day sa trabaho? Or parang work mo, parang perfect day at work, ganun. So, ang sinabi ko doon is, it's a Wednesday, and then I'm meeting with my fellow consultants, and then we're talking about our different clients, ano yung mga problems nila, tapos solve namin isa-isa. So, on a weekly basis, yun yung schedule namin. So, yun lang yung parang imagination ko na parang, this is my ideal work day. Yun yung perfect. Tapos, nagsimula sa thought na yun, na dumating ako sa point na sinasabi ko na naisip ko na gusto ko nang mag-start ng VA agency. Tapos nagsimula akong magkausap ng iba-ibang tao na sa, uy, gusto kong gawin to eh. So naging words, from that single thought to words, hanggang sa nangyari na siya into a reality. And yung sprint planning natin every Monday, yun na po yun. Yun na yung sinabi ko na ideal work day ko. So ganun siya ka-powerful. Talagang yung firm resolve na, tsaka yung determination ko na hindi, ito yung gagawin ko. Once na-identify mo na yun, yung one idea na you want to pursue, and pinursu mo na talaga siya na parang there's no way, wala nang ibang options, ito talaga yung gagawin ko. So nag-resign ako, wala nang ibang options, this has to work. So nung sinimulan ko si VC, walang naniniwala sa sarili ko. Kung wala ako, as a consultant, gagawin ko lahat. So parang ginawa ni Barnes na kahit mga tulungan ako, nag-apply ako as intern for free sa lahat ng consultants. So parang ganun ginawa niya, 'di ba? Kahit mag-start siya naglinis ng or pinakamababang position, just working with Edison. Pero it's the journey of how he became an associate. Nag-start siya simula. So yung journey niya 'yon. Minsan kasi nasisilaw tayo dun sa goal. Ito yung goal ko, gusto ko sumahod ng 6 digits. Pero what we miss is the journey of who you need to become to reach that goal. And that's what you need to focus on. The person that you need to become. Are you becoming more, yung mental fortitude mo, how is it? Mas nagiging better ka ba doon? Yung emotional maturity mo, how is it? So, goal natin na ganito. Dati goal ko lang maging operations manager. Pero what you need to focus on is ano ba yung nagiging klase ng tao ka in the process of achieving that goal. And I think that's more important. Kasi minsan yung ina-idolize natin ng mga tao, ang ganda ng bahay niya, may luxury car na siya, nakapag-travel siya around the world. Ano lang yun parang end result lang yun. It's actually associated to the success of that person. Pero what we don't see, or what yung journey niya, the becoming of that person para ma-achieve yung end result na yun, yung end goal na yun, which is bonus lang actually. Kasi kahit yun nga sabi nila, 'di ba, kahit pag mayaman, kahit mawala yung yaman nila, they can still regain and earn the same amount kasi it's the person that they became. Kaya nila, yun na yun. So sila na yun, hindi na yun mababago. Kahit tanggalin man yung mga possessions nila. End result lang yun ang talagang naging nangyari is na-mold sila into a person that can achieve those type of goals. Yung kay Darby naman, and alam naman ni Edge, ako yung tipo ng tao na kapag may namamalimos, I can say no. Hindi ako yung tipo ng tao kaya mo akong emotional torture o i-guilt trip para to say yes. 'Di ba? I can easily say no kahit na may nagda-direct selling dito, puntahan nila ako sa bahay, hindi nila ako pwedeng i-guilt trip. So I've developed that firm resolve na I can decide for myself without being hindi naman parang
emotions.
Parang hindi na ako, andito na ako sa point in my life na hindi ako push over. I can decide for myself. And yun nangyari kay Earl because I've seen yung tenacity niya, sabi ko, okay, pwede talaga sa sales to. Yung tenacity na try pa rin yung firm resolve kahit na i-reject mo siya. So feeling ko pag naligaw ka ng foreigner, pero ganyan, magiging success story ka din. Yung firm resolve talaga na gusto ko talaga, pinatunayan niya na gusto niya talaga. Through time, na hindi lang isang malaking persistent move or action, talagang dire-diretso, tuloy-tuloy, consistent. So yun, consistency. Hindi yung huli lang magiging consistent. Hindi yung huli lang magiging consistent. Kung kailang meron meron ng risk. Yun yung ko. So, ang ko lang sa inyo, ako, maswerte ako, I think. Kasi alam ko na yung, sabi ko kay Earl, I found my place in the world. What I want to do, how can I impact, lives of other people. And not everybody has that luxury. Some people spend their lifetime finding out ano ba talaga yung gusto nilang i-pursue. So yun yung ko sa inyo, yung invitation ko or challenge ko sa inyo na what brings you joy? Ano ba talaga yung passionate kayo about? What is something that you can offer to the world na magaling kayo and you can make a business out of it? So I think that's something that you need to think about for yourself na asan yung place ko dito sa mundo? And once you find it, then yun na. Set your mind into it, pursue it, do everything that you can. And kahit may small obstacles along the line, you will continue because you know that this is something that you really desire and this is your goal. And the example for me, just recently, very recent, for example, may client tayo, di nagbabayad. If I were na parang mag-self-pity ako na baka hindi to para sa akin, baka hindi talaga ako fit dito, i-give up ko na lang. Ano mangyari sa mga kababayan natin, di ba? Hindi. So, tuloy lang kasi alam ko na this is just a setback. Kumbaga lang siya, small bumps in the road. Pero that doesn't take away yung goal ko talaga na I want to provide opportunities to people like me when I was just starting na sabi ko nga na-share ko kanina na na-realize ko to nung nasa boat ako papuntang Venice. Na it's not yung success kasi minsan hina-hype masyado. Yun naman nakikita natin sa YouTube, di ba? Pero nandun ako sa boat, sabi ko, na-realize ko, di ba, ang saya sana kung lahat ng VC nandito. So it's not what you achieve, it's the people then that you share it with. So, yun. Kaya I just want to share the same opportunity na na tatamasa ko. So I think kahit whatever obstacle or challenges along the road, I know I'm very conscious of the person that I'm becoming along the way. And yung mga na-achieve natin, actually ano lang yun bonus na lang, like yung mga na-achieve natin so far. Pero andun pa rin ako dun sa end goal, the mission, the purpose, on why we're doing this. Ayun po!
We got it!
Basahin niyo to, parang nakakatawa. Ay!
Isa-isa lang, te. Marami daw siyang natutunan. Kaya inano ko nila.
Sasali na si Ian. Ay, sasali na siya.
Kahit nandiyan lang siya sa side, at least nagiging niya. Alam mo, te,
Kasi Friday po.
may naisip ako kasi naalala ko, pinag-uusapan namin ni Kiki kanina, some sort of commentary ng mga, yung isang VA group yata yun na ang pangit ng mga comments nila sa mga tao, tapos parang nilalabanan nila or ang dami nilang negative comments regarding going back to on-site, ganyan. So, talagang tinitira nila yun para ma-hype sila. Sabi ko sa kanya, kakaiba yung sa akin parang, what you say is the reflection of your thoughts. And your thoughts is the reflection of what you feed your mind. So, yun yung
unang value. Ano ba yung binavalue mo?
Exactly. So,
Values.
maganda yung pinag-uusapan natin, tapos inihimay natin itong mga to kasi kung ano yung finifeed natin sa thoughts natin, yan yung paano natin masasabi. And there would be a lot of times sabihin natin, hindi natin alam kung paano sabihin. Hindi natin alam kung anong i-respond natin because we were limited with the food that we want to give our mind. So, nawala si Eloisa.
Hindi ko ate, kakain siya na extra food. Char.
Nagutom pala siya.
Ito siya. She's back.
Tapos, yung gusto ko yung sinabi mo na hoping na we can find our place, our purpose, ganyan. But don't be pressured. I think ito din yung mga tinuturo ko sa sarili ko for the past weeks. Don't be pressured if you're not there yet with where you wanna go. Yun yung may kinera sa story.
Mind your own lane. Kasi baka sabihin mo, okay na, ganito na, ganyan na. Yung kaibigan ko, yung kapatid ko, hindi.
You have your own timing, you have your own path. Work on yourself first. Probably hindi mo pa nahanap, pero alam mo sa sarili mo kung ano yung kaya mong gawin. If you don't know what you want to do yet, do what you can and just improve yourself in that 1%. So, ayun. And eventually, I think we'll all find our purpose.
Ayun naman, diba? May mga little things naman on daily basis that will give hints na, this is something that I enjoy, this is something that I like to pursue pa. Yun, just be very self-aware sa sarili mo na. Yun. Kaya nga din in-encourage ko si Joel, sali ka dito kasi baka limited yung mindset mo dun sa mga thoughts lang na nafe-feed within your circle. At least dito sa book club, may mga ideas na sumusulpot. So I really want you to absorb as much as you can and really allocate time and focus in this session kasi hindi mo alam. Maybe right now, hindi mo pa na-realize pero subconsciously, nafe-feed yan sa mind mo.
Yes.
And it will manifest in its own. Minsan nga yung subconscious pa yung mas powerful, di ba?
True. Papasok yan dun. Parang uod yan.
Feeling ko mabigat yung next din kasi desire. Kasi yun yung parang, parang yun talaga yung first gear na
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching our session today.
Next week!